What does it do? Chilling, relaxing, thinking about what's next to come, man. Coming up days. How you doing, y'all? Glad you could join me. Sitting at the camp, enjoying a nice fire, smoke. Sitting here thinking about corruption and abandonment uh, and all kinds of things that we as people go through on an everyday basis. And it's pretty messed up. Hope you guys are doing good today, man. Another day sober. Oh, my links. Sitting out there thinking about life and what's going to come of it. And to see if people start looking out for one another and saying that they're going to help, and we for the people and we for not the people, or if you're not for the people, then don't be for the people. Quit saying that you are, because it's discriminating against yourself, and not only yourself, it's discriminating against your nation. For looking the other way on your members, and um, you know, this nation's been lied to so many times. It's not even what to believe no more. It's like a a trolley on Mister Not Rogers' neighborhood. Coming in and getting a little word of the day. Uh, Type kind of thing, and it's ridiculous. It's word after word. It's topic after topic, and it's not being addressed to people, and it's leading to corruption around here, and it needs to come to a stop. Um, yeah, I sit here and think about our elders. I sit here and think about our youth, and there's absolutely nothing for them to do around here. Absolutely nothing. And I went down to the RCC the other day, and I looked and come on, I seen this big, camper style type thing, and I remembered, man, one of my cousins was telling me that was supposed to be for the kids, for them to play games and stuff in and whatnot, and I don't even see that thing being used down there for the kids, and I think if that was out there in the community for the kids to use, I think a lot of our youth would be taking advantage of that and using it, because it keeps them busy, keeps them occupied, it keeps them from wanting to go out and use drugs and commit crime and get into trouble and get an OID. It does. I mean, the more structure and the more projects and activities and stuff that we got around here for our youth, is the better off we are. Because they're the next ones in line. You know, we're we're pretty much done for it. We got to teach them, how to really honor and respect our elders, and how to look after our elders and our people when we get able not to, in that age frame, not able to look over ourselves. So that's what we need to teach around here, and it's not being done. They got these programs in place, saying that they're going to do this and do that. For myself, even, as an enrolled member of uh, thought there was someone out there. Being enrolled in White Earth Band of Ojibwe, you know, I've asked the council for help with sleeping bag materials so I could survive out here. When I needed to survive out here, when I didn't have a place to go, and this is a place I could call home. Sometimes I ain't got a place to go, so yeah, uh, uh, it's beneficial that I have the equipment, so I when I do get, happen to stay outside, when them doors get shut, sometimes I'm on the roll all night, and I'm doing different activities to stay myself sober and whatnot. And uh, if those doors get shut, then I sleep out at my camp. I'm a survivor, but I need the things, to help me stay warm. And I asked my tribe to help me out with those things, and thing was a no. Didn't even get a response. Didn't get a response back from the tribal assistant. I forget what his name is. Oh, Jeff Coleman. Never got a response back from him. And well, I did, but he said that we don't help with them kind of homes. I said, well, what kind of home I'm asking? I'm not asking for a tribal home. I'm asking for some sleeping equipment so I can survive out here in the winter. If times get tough and things are getting too brutal for whatever, or I'm in bad situations where I need to come and be alone by myself. So that's where I get the most peace and the most whatnot out of everything, and it's beneficial for me because I sit here and do everything or whatever that try to do the best that I can, and nothing's being done down around here for our elders or our youth or for anybody. It's like the whole res is under siege, and people are letting it get away about it, getting away with it. It's not being heard. It's not being addressed. Look, my kids are on the urge of getting taken away into a foster home without my, tribe's help behind me, standing behind me. I get discriminated against White Earth enrollments, digging into my personal my personal life and getting involved with stuff that they don't even have no action or jurisdiction to do. Uh, I think that's breaking Privacy Policy Act. With this disposing of my information without even addressing anything to me or looking into it and getting a release sign. You just go up and look into my information and see what you can get into to try to deny my kids enrollment. That's messed up. But yet and go enroll your family, all free of charge, with no consequences, no nothing like that. And I gotta sit here and struggle to have my kids be recognized in their own tribe. It's pretty messed up, man. This is their home. This is their land. This is their tribe. They're with me. I'm the member. They're the member with me. They're my kids. They're all I got. And that's what I want, to be around here to prove to other, people that, we the people, we're the people that stand strong and stick to one another, and we don't turn our backs on other people. And that's what we got to teach the youth to do, because our time's running out. And if it doesn't get done, then corruption after corruption after corruption is going to keep occurring until who knows when, until probably everything. But I'm doing me, man. I'm sitting out here at the fire, relaxing, enjoying life, staying maintained, staying calm, staying whatever, just doing me. I love you guys, and just back to whatever is this, that is invasion of my Privacy Policy Act. That's real serious, and I think White Earth enrollments just dug into their figures too deep and got their nose in something they shouldn't have got themselves into, and broke the Privacy Policy Act. Because for one, when I told them that my ex uh, companion of whatever you want to say was whatever, I said, well, she's not even a tribal member, so what do you even got to get her signature for anyway, man? She ain't no member of our nation, man. I'm the band member here, man. So I never had any issues with trying to get my other kids enrolled years ago when they were young and older. I got them went through clearly, denied like usual, still denied, and you know and I'll look at all these other ones, man. I got two kids that, could have took advantage of the educational system up here, program and whatnot, and got made something out of them life. But no, they got denied by their own people, so now they're sitting in prison, all because they didn't have the education and ability, to get the programs they needed to achieve in life. That's supposed to be funded and organized and operated and funded by our tribal government, but there ain't no programs out out there that help people like that in need, that need education, need scholarships, funding, and all this and that. They say they for the people, but they're not for the people. Them for themselves. Them for themselves. That's what's up. You know, this is me. What it do. Hope you guys are doing good out there, man. You know, staying strong, keeping positive, and making every day matter, man. That's what you need to do in life. Please like and subscribe to my page. Love you guys. Much respect, honor, cherish. Love you guys. Aho.